I'm going to cast on to make a little brown bunny. So first of all, I'm going to make my first cast on stitch. It's going to be a slip knot. The easiest way I've found to teach the slip knot is to catch the tail between your two fingers, to make a little pond, and then to fly like an eagle with sharp claws into the pond and catch that slippery fish. Oh, he is slippery today. And pull it out. There's other ways to make a slip knot. If you can make a slip knot another way, that's just fine. Let me do that again. Catch the tail between your fingers. So the little tail is hanging out of the back of your hand. Make a pond. I'm going to make a bigger pond this time so the eagle can get in more easily. And I'm going to fly down with my sharp claws into the pond and catch that fish, hold him tight, and pull it out. Okay, that's my first stitch for the cast on. I'm going to put that on my left needle and pull it firmly, but not tightly. Now to cast on, it's just like knitting, which is why I teach knitting first and casting on later, because it's just like a variation. I'm going to take my right needle or my shepherd needle. I'm going to go under the fence, just like knitting. Catch the sheep, just like knitting. Slide him through. Here's my left finger helping out. He comes through, just one piece of yarn comes through. I'm going to let this yarn go, the long end go. Pull him, and on he goes. Now the second stitch, I have two stitches now. The next stitch I'm going to make gives you options. This is a single cable cast on. Let me turn it. This would be a single cable cast on. I like a double cable cast on, which is firmer. So I'm going to go in between those two stitches. That's my first stitch, that's my second stitch. I'm going in between those two. Here I go again. This is nice and loose so I can get the needle in. Behind these two pieces of yarn here. Can you see them? Now I'm going to snug it up, pulling the longish end. Again, a lot like knitting. Round I go. Slide him through, pulling through just one piece of yarn. Let go, make it big, and on it goes. We're going to do that a couple more times. So for the double cable cast on, I go behind these two. Between the stitches and behind these two pieces of yarn. So that's like under the fence. This is like catch the sheep. This is like slide him through, bringing only one piece of yarn through. Now make it big, and on it goes. Here we go again. Under the fence, behind those two pieces. Catch the sheep, slide him through, make it big, on it goes. Because I'm casting on, that's why it's going on that needle. Under, round, through, and on. And you see for this casting on, I can be quite far back along the needle. It doesn't really matter because those stitches are so big when they go on the point. Under, round, through, and on. Just like that. Whoops. And when I pull it here, I don't pull it up tightly, or it could crisscross and that would be kind of confusing and hard to get my needle in. So I try to leave that stitch loose. This hand is helping quite a bit, holding it in the right place. Stays loose, in goes the needle. Then I snug it up a little bit if I need to. One more time. Keep that nice and loose till I get the needle in. Snug it up. Round, through, and on. Okay, there we go. Let's see how many stitches we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Almost ready to start knitting the bunny.